Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Honest Budget. I'm your honest budgeter, and I've got to be pretty brutally honest right now, guys. I am struggling. I feel like I'm not the only one that this has happened to, but ever since COVID, I just have so much anxiety with work versus the state of the world. I just feel like if there's something going on in the world, my work is going to be taken away from me without any sort of notice. So I usually like to overwork myself during this time now. Definitely not very healthy. And yes, I will be talking to my therapist about it, but this channel is about being honest. So I just want to let you guys know that if you're struggling, you're not alone, and we're all kind of freaking out, but it's okay. Let's just focus on what is in our control. So speaking of what's in our control, let's get into my cash stuffing for this week and see what I can make happen. All right, so that was a little bit heavy, so let's just get into some lighter things. But before we do, as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Over here on this channel, we're learning, we're growing, we're improving on old habits, and we're building new ones. So you want to be a part of that. Also, make sure to stick around to the end of my video for a financial tip. So let's get into my budget for this week. We have $1,394.10 from my paycheck, and then $301 in cash. Some of that is from earned cash, some of that is from reallocated cash. So I do like to pay myself back after I stuff certain things, so that's kind of where some of that cash has come from. Getting into my recurring bills, we're just going to be stuffing all of the paycheck right now. That's kind of what I've been doing the last few weeks. So my buffer has been kind of varying here and there, but this has really been helping me out because there have been some extra expenses that have been coming up. So I'm really glad that I've been including this buffer. Just really love having those safety nets. It saves me. Let's see. So let's get into the first binder here. We're stuffing car. We're not going to be prioritizing as many other things today because some of this is taken out from paying myself back. So I really want to be focusing on car right now because I do have to pay for new brakes here soon. So I just want to get that taken care of because of course that's a safety issue. So it's kind of a priority right now. All right, so we're adding $110. This definitely looks like it's a pretty good amount. So hopefully by the end of the month, maybe even early into next month, I'll be able to buy some new brakes. So we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460, 470, 480, 490. So I'm $10 away from $500. I am not going to deposit this in the bank because I'm going to end up pulling out of it anyways. So we're just going to keep it in there once it does hit that mark. And I'm actually a lot closer than I thought to being able to pay for some new brakes. So hopefully by the end of the month, I'll be good. And then of course in health, we're just adding our ones today. So we're adding $6. Let's see what she is just for fun. I think it was at $20 last time, so it might be 26, but let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, $26. I did take out of this recently to help cover my chiropractor appointments. So there's that. Next envelope, we're stuffing just emergency fund in this next one. So kind of with what I was mentioning earlier, to kind of help avoid some of that fear and panic, I am just still contributing to my emergency fund. So we're building it up. Let's see actually how much we have in there. This should be at least 6 months worth of expenses, but I'm trying to get up to a year just because your girl is worried. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. So that's 20,000. We're at $24,000 in the bank. So that's pretty good. And it's building interest for me. So I am not mad about any of that. All right, so adding that $40, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 in emergency fund. So we're keeping that one nice and full. I think I'm just always going to be stuffing this no matter what. I think I had to pull out a month ahead this last time. Me stuff is empty. And then of course these ones I believe are updated with the correct denominations. So that's going to be it for that binder. And now on to the fun stuff. So I was able to have a little bit left over for some extras. So we're going to be putting $45 into travel today. So as always, one of my $5 bills and then $40. So let's see where we're at now. This one's coming along nicely. I probably am very close to this $500 mark if this doesn't get me there. So let's see where we're at. 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 375, 380, 85, 90, 95, 1. So let's see what that's 400, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 455. Definitely getting close on this one to that $500 mark, and then it'll go right in the bank. We're going to be putting that directly into the high yield savings, so it makes me money until I plan on using that. And it's probably going to be a while, so it'll make me a good amount. So in restaurants today, we're adding 60. I honestly have probably already spent this money here. This is about $100, but I just like to add to this one and then take out of it at the end of the month to pay myself back. It's not necessarily the best way to do it if you're really struggling to budget, but this is just how I like to do it. It works for me. Sometimes I go over the budget. Sometimes I stay under the budget. It just depends, but I do kind of like to prioritize restaurants because it is a thing for my girlfriend and I, and quality time is very important to us. So I just kind of bite the bullet and let myself spend money on that. All right, last two envelopes. We have $20 going towards fun. So let's see how much we have. This is all going to be probably spent when I go see one of my favorite artists, Russ. I'm seeing him in June. So this is going to be buying me merch. And then of course, remember, $12 towards Legos. This is not being touched for anything except for Legos. Okay, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, $72. So 172. And then for Christmas, we're also adding $20. So we now have 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310. So definitely will make my goal well before Christmas comes, and I'm just going to keep contributing as much as I can. If I don't end up having to use that extra, then I'll spend it on myself. I'll reallocate it, whatever's clever, you know. Okay, so just to remind you, I am on a zero-based budget, meaning that every single dollar is going to use. So even if it's towards little things, it's towards important things, every single dollar is being put to use. All right, so that is all that I have for the cash stuffing. So let's get into that financial tip. All right, so today we are talking about a revolving savings account. Now I know I constantly am mentioning different kinds of accounts. So of course, here's another one just to add on to that list. But what is a revolving savings account? This is an account that you're going to be using for expenses that come up throughout the year. So maybe this is insurance premiums. For me, this is kind of why I'm bringing it up because mine just had to be paid, but car registration. Sometimes that sneaks up on people, and actually even just talking to some people in the last week, everyone's like, oh yeah, I had to pay the late fee because I was about 2 weeks late. So you want to make sure that you're prepared because you're paying a late fee for absolutely nothing. I hate paying late fees. I hate paying overdraft fees, all of those stupid things when it could be avoided. It's just money going towards the government that it's like, come on, this is so unnecessary. We're already giving away so much money. Do not give away any more of it. So make sure that you have a revolving savings account. So you already have the money set aside for any of these random things that come up The date may be sneaking up on you, but you have the funds and you're ready to go. And then you can avoid any sort of stress involved with late fees or just getting anything taken care of, scrambling to budget last minute. You don't want to be doing any of that. You want to make sure it's all taken care of, and then you just pay everything as you go and you're stress-free throughout the year. So yeah, very small and short, sweet financial tip for you, but at least it's something. I usually like to come up with some things that either have come up for me throughout the week, personal experience, or it's things that I'm learning through my financial counseling course. So this is definitely useful information that I'm giving to you for free because I know I had to pay for it one way or another. So yeah, appreciate the advice that I'm giving you. But anyways, if you guys have made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the things to support my channel. But otherwise, I will see you next week. I hope that you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.